As you guys can tell from the title, in this video I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can improve your weak foot and get that 5-star weak foot. I would say I have a pretty strong weak foot myself, maybe 4-star, 5-star maybe. I won't say 5-star because you can always improve it. But I think my weak foot is pretty strong, and that's why it makes sense for me to make this video, because if I had a 1-star weak foot, then it wouldn't really make sense for me to teach you guys how to improve your weak foot, because I would need to improve mine first.
Wanna fuck all night long, ready, set, go, blow up in that bitch face.
The most common things you'll hear from people that are telling you how to improve something is that you need to be consistent and you need to practice. And that's all I'm going to tell you guys, so thank you for watching. In football, and especially modern football, I feel like having a better weak foot, a stronger weak foot, is getting a lot more popular and is a bigger necessity right now, because you become a lot more of a threat once you have a stronger weak foot. If you're only right-footed, the defender will only expect you to go to your right foot every time. Maybe once in a while you'll go to your left foot or something, cut inside with the inside of your foot, but for the most part you'll be going to your right foot, and for a defender that makes you easy to defend. And as a striker, if you always go to your right foot, they'll know you're going to finish with your right foot. But if you can finish with your left foot, that makes your game a lot better. For example, Mason Greenwood, DM me. What? Mason Greenwood is one of the best finishers right now, and that is because he can use both of his feet to finish, and he's just an amazing striker. Guys, can we please get an F in the chat? Because I just sat here, I stood here talking to the camera, and it wasn't even recording. So I was talking for, let's say, 10 minutes, and I go to check in, and this is nothing nice. Before I get into the drills and tips that I have, I want to say that if you have a very weak foot, like a 1-star weak foot, I'd recommend that you first practice juggling and dribbling, and then after that get into passing slowly, and then once you feel comfortable with passing, then go into shooting, finishing, crossing, all that stuff that's more complicated. What I'd say the best But out of all of those things, I say passing is the most important thing to have a 5-star weak foot in, because it just brings a lot more to your game. Maybe dribbling too, but shooting isn't as important. It's obviously nice to have, but if you're good at passing, that'll help your finishing in the long term. The first tip I have is that it goes back to the practice, but I'm being more specific here in saying that when you do drills, try to do more sets. Try to do more sets or more reps with the other foot, the weaker one. Let's say you're doing 100 juggles. Try to do 150 juggles with the other foot. It doesn't matter if you drop the ball. Just try to get 150 juggles, and then okay. And over time, this is your strong foot, this is your weak foot. Over time, your weak foot will slowly catch up to your strong foot. It might take a while, but depending on how much work you put in, it'll catch up further. And maybe you can even do a day just focused on weak foot, or a week focused on weak foot, a week focused on weak foot. Just try to put more sessions in. Just try to put more put more sessions. Dude, why can't I say that? Try to put more sessions into your routine that focus more on weak foot and stuff like that. Or just try to focus, maybe put 1 day a week. You just do focus on your weak foot. Only do training with your weak foot. That is one way I'd say that would work probably pretty well. Just putting in more time will obviously make your weak foot stronger. The first tip is the main and most important one. And the second tip is just something that you guys can do, and maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. But one thing that I did that really helped me improve my weak foot, and I think sometimes I think my left foot is better than my right foot, is that I watched like professional players and how they use their weak foot. If that makes sense, I don't know how to. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but let's take Messi for example. There are specific things that he's done that when I watched him, I have learned from him. And over the past 2 years, I used to be a lot better at dribbling with my right foot, but now sometimes I think I'm better at dribbling with my left foot. And it comes from watching him. And also, what I'd say is really important is getting used to think about what you do with your strong foot, and then connect that to your weak foot. Try to replicate what you do with your strong foot, how you place your foot, how you move it, everything like that. It'll take time to get used to with your weak foot, obviously, but try to just relate the two. If you can make some connections between the two, it'll speed up the process a lot, and I do think that it helped me a lot. I thought about how I curve the ball with my right foot, and then that helps me practice how I'm going to curve with my left foot. I think that helped me a lot. If you're trying to just work on the basics of the weak foot right now, I'd say just go in your backyard right now and just practice juggling only with your left foot. Or even if you can't do that, practice with both feet, and then do 2 juggles left, 1 right. That will help slowly, but eventually you'll wanna just be able to juggle only with your left foot, because that'll help a lot. And then do dribbling with both feet, and then dribbling with only your left foot, only your weak foot. Same thing with passing. Pass with both feet, and then only pass with your left foot, your weak foot. Lastly, I'm going to put up some drills that I think work really well when trying to improve your weak foot. I'm going to start with some just basic juggling drills, then some dribbling stuff, and then passing and finishing.
Take it easy. To forget.
Most importantly, just get into a routine and be consistent with it. Practice, practice, practice. Yeah.
I packed my bags up, then hit the road, yeah. I bought a home in the suburb.
Just try to put more